It was a power grab scheme for many months in the making, filled with cunning and marked by a lust for power. Put in motion in the morning of the speech to no avail, reactivated in the afternoon before the president's speech, but was put on hold after a compromise and then reprised at the night for the coup de grace that sealed the return to power of a familiar vested interest. PTV correspondent Marita Moahe on yesterday's whirlwind of events that nearly upended yesterday's main affair and left on idle the much heralded ratification of a landmark piece of legislation which finally passed into law ahead of the 48-hour deadline alluded to by the president in yesterday's speech.
The House of Representatives has finally ratified the Bangsamoro Organic Law on its second day of the third regular session of the 17th Congress. The former president and now newly installed House Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo earlier said that immediately ratifying the BOL was the agenda for the day. This is because President Rodrigo Duterte said in his State of the Nation address that he will sign the BOL within 48 hours. Arroyo arrived at the lower house in an aircon bus together with some congressmen who had a meeting with her at her house in La Vista. Aside from the BOL, Arroyo says that she feels that one of her jobs is to help congressmen help their constituents, especially the most indigent.
Aside from carrying out the legislative agenda of the president, it is also a speaker's job, I think, to help the congressmen be able to assist their constituents especially when most needed.
In fact, Arroyo says that they have already identified 9 districts in 5 provinces badly affected by the recent typhoons and calamities. They are Rizal, Zambales, Bataan, Ifugao, and Pangasinan. Meanwhile, Davao City Representative Carlo Nograles says that they have formed a 5-man transition team.
Nandyan si Rani Abu, nandyan si Fred Castro, nandyan si Toto Defensor.
Nograles also affirmed what happened yesterday in the election and declaration of Arroyo as the chamber's new speaker is legal and binding.
There's nothing to correct. We stand by our position that the proceedings yesterday was valid, legal, and binding. Period. Tapos na yun.
Marita Moahe for The Nation.